Well, welcome back, everyone. You know, Ohio has lots of beautiful ponds, but what lives in them? Well, Lindsey Gallagher, our naturalist from Johnny Appleseed, is going to help us find out. Welcome, Lindsey.
Good morning, Chris. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah.
I'm in our McElroy Environmental Education Center, but this morning, just a few minutes ago, I was out kind of digging around on the edge of our pond to see what we had. I was over at Teddy Bear Park, and I found a couple examples of critters that are very prevalent this time of year, and I want to take a moment to show you what they are. The first one here you might not have seen before, and you might not have known that it existed as this animal in this stage of its life cycle. So what I'm going to show you are dragonfly nymphs, which is the larval or juvenile stage of those big, beautiful adult dragonflies. So I'm going to turn my camera around here, and in my container, I'm going to lift them up. I have these small insects in what I call a larval stage or a nymph stage. And this is what an adult dragonfly looks like for the first 2 to even 3 years of its life. It's got its exoskeleton there. It's got its 3 body parts, the head, thorax, and abdomen, and it does have 6 legs. You can kind of see this one a little better spread out in the water there. So in this, they are eating small invertebrates, small critters in the water. They are carnivores. And then after about 3 years in their life cycle, they'll metamorphosize into those beautiful adult dragonflies that they only live for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And the adult dragonflies are eating up all of the mosquitoes. So a dragonfly nymph, if you've never seen them before, a very common critter when we do what we call a pond study, and you're taking a small net on the edge of the pond. Now, the other critter that you are probably familiar with seeing are these very, very interesting looking tadpoles. These are bullfrog tadpoles, and I've got a big guy right here that I'm going to pick up. So the American bullfrog, I had him on shortly ago. They are the largest frog in North America, and this is how they start. So he's slippery and wiggly here. This is how they start as a tadpole. I saw his sucking mouth right there. They're eating algae at this stage of their life. They're herbivores, and he's got a big, long, flat paddle-like tail there that he can swim with. He's very bulbous. You notice that he's very round, but this guy actually has legs starting in the back there. So he's maybe ready to be an adult here soon. Bullfrogs actually live and exist in the tadpole stage for 2 to 3 years, similar to those dragonfly nymphs. And then in my last container down here, I actually found a small adult bullfrog. So he's a tiny guy. He's only about as big as that tadpole I just showed you, and he's very wiggly as well. But I found me a small adult bullfrog right there. So lots of critters that we can find in our ponds this time of year. If you take a small net out there to the edge, especially where the leaf litter is, maybe a little bit of algae or sediment built up, scrape it along, kind of pick out the leaves, see what you find, get a bucket of water, and you can explore what critters are in the pond.
All right. Well, very cool, Lindsey. Thanks for showing us. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris.
All right. Well, don't go away because we have more when we return.